Hello, my name is Sierra. Sierra is a very unique name that can be spelled several different ways. The meaning of Sierra is mysterious and it's Irish. My middle name is Nicole. Nicole is French and means victory of the people, which I like. Last but not least, my last name Brown means dark skin and it is a killer, and it's French. My identity has been influenced by my race by getting to know my race's history by being African American and the people of my race who has changed the world. Also my gender by women not being able to vote and now they can. It shows me my religion by showing what I worship and the history of what I worship by being a Christian. I was born in Richmond, Indiana, which is a very small town. What makes my area unique is that it has a lot of historical sites and it's small for a lot of people. It impacts me because I know that I'll always have something to do and I won't be very bored. I'm unique around myself because I'm confident, I keep it real, I'm outgoing, and I'm loving. If you get to know me, and you should. Bye.
Let's hold it to the end. That was very good. Would anybody like to ask her a question?
What was the most difficult part of your research? Like finding one particular answer to a question, or what did you have a hard time with? Yeah. Your first name or your last name or? My first name.
Difficult finding it, difficult, what was, in what way? Anybody else? Thank you. Summer Brown. Again, state your name.
Is this it?
You state your.
And you are?
State your name and then we'll begin.
Summer.
I'm Summer Cheyenne Brown. My first name means born during the season summer. The origin for this name is English or American. My middle name means the variant of Cheyenne. It's also the capital of Wyoming. The origin for this name is Native American or French. My last name was originally a nickname for a person with brown hair or skin. The origin for this name is English. I was born in Richmond, Indiana. Richmond is located in Wayne County on the east fork of the Whitewater River. Richmond was settled by North Carolina Quakers in 1806. It was originally called Smithville. Then, in 1818, Smithville was joined with Coxborough to make Richmond. Richmond means richness of local soil. Richmond is the crossroads of America. My identity has been influenced by race, gender, and religion because it makes me who I am. My middle name is French. The French religion is Protestant or Calvinism. Calvinism is a type of Christianity. These religions are part of who I am. My gender affects my identity because if I was a boy, I would not be who I am today. My race affects my identity because if I was a different race, my name would be different and my religion would be different also. Me being me is what makes me unique. If I wasn't me, then who would I be? If I didn't do what I normally do, I wouldn't be me. I like the outdoors and like to help people. I like to play video games and cook. If I didn't do the things that made me who I am, I would not be me, and therefore I would not be unique.
Questions for Summer?
Where did you do most of your research? Like, did you use?
I did most of it at school on those websites that.
Oh, okay.
Caitlin?
Oh, you're
When I was born, I was given the name Caitlin Rose Bullock. Recently, I found out the significance of my name. I have found similarities between the meanings of my names compared to who I am today. I'll begin with Caitlin. Caitlin is an Irish name meaning pure. I feel that my name fits me. Sometimes I may be a tad bit rude, but I can never be mean. I have a pure heart that doesn't like to be truly mad forever. Next is Rose. Rose is Scottish, and as you can guess, means flower. Rose also means horse in German. I'm still not quite sure how that name fits me. Last is Bullock. Bullock means young bull or bull features. It originated from English. I assume that it means that my family is tough, and I can agree with that. According to my research, my first name comes from Ireland. Ireland is a country known for being revolutionary. One main religion is Christianity, which ties in with me because I am Christian. Ireland is also known for poetry. I believe in Christianity, which is based on the teachings of Jesus Christ. Some symbols that represent Christianity are the cross and the fish. There are many Christian holidays. One major holiday is Easter. Easter is a celebration of Jesus' resurrection after his crucifixion. Good Friday was the day that Jesus died on the cross for us, which is 2 days before Easter Sunday. Christmas is the day that we celebrate Jesus' birth. Christmas is celebrated by many people around the world. I was born here in Richmond, Indiana. We are known for rich farming and manufacturing. Manufacturing includes appliances, tools, and pet food. Richmond is also a large flower industry. Richmond consists of an arboretum, a history museum, and 3 colleges. The colleges are Indiana University East, Ivy Tech Community College, and Earlham College. Earlham College is a Quaker school. Richmond was settled by Quakers. Richmond has made me the person I am today. Though many of us are raised here, we are all different in our own way, and that's what makes us unique.
Dr. Shooky, do you have a question?
Anybody else have one? Caitlin, what did you learn about as you unpacked your diversity, what did you learn that surprised you?
I learned that my name comes from Ireland, and like it kind of ties in with my religion, and like my religion is kind of what what makes me, and my race makes me.
Thank you. Adrian Burns. Adrian will be live.
Okay. You can just make sure to speak loudly since you're not recorded.
Dr. Shilton, on mine, there's a part I messed up because I thought we were going to cut it out. But
my name is Adrian Burns. My first name comes from the name Adria, which is Greek and means from the object. My middle name is Daniel. It's a biblical name. It's Hebrew and means God is my judge. My last name Burns means dweller at or near the brook. My identity has been shaped by my race because I get to know the history and the workings of African Americans. It has influenced my religion because I'm a Christian, and it ties into me because Daniel is also a biblical name. I was born in Richmond, Indiana. Richmond is unique because there's a lot of historic sites. It's a small city, and there's not a lot of crime. I'm a unique person because I'm smart, funny, and like to joke around.
And when you unpacked your diversity, Adrian, I want to know which part of what you learned do you think is most important to who you are and why?
I think Daniel is important because I knew it was a biblical name, but I didn't know it meant God is my judge, which, I mean, it is.
Thank you very, very much.
Hi, my name is Garrett Lee Bird. The meaning of my name somewhat explains me. Garrett is a variant of Gerald, and Gerald means spirit warrior. Lee, which is my middle name, means poetic. I like to call myself poetic. I'm pretty good at coming up with rhymes. My last name means bird lover. This explains me because when you first see me, I look mean or fierce, but when you get to know me, I'm not as I seem. I'm nice and try to be respectful to every person I see or meet. Since the origin of Gerald is in Germany, this is the country I search. Germany is the geographical term for occupied by many states. Germany was unified in 1871. It then was divided into two parts. The Federal Republic of Germany is West Germany. The German Democratic Republic is East Germany. The German military is one of the top militaries in the world. This somewhat connects me because I think the military is a great thing. Someday I want to be incorporated in the military. Last, Germany likes the thought of defense. This also connects me because the thought of defense is one of the things I like to connect myself with the most. My religion is Christianity. It is the religion and the teaching of Jesus. Because of my religion being Christianity, I then tried to discover if my country and religion have anything in common. What I then realized is that one of Germany's main religions is Christianity. It was kind of cool because now everything kind of intertwines. My name explains me and my religion and name's origin have somewhat of a connection.
Hey, stay put. Question from either any of us? Which part of the presentation was most challenging as far as research, and what did you have to do to find the information?
I think that was the part that was most challenging, was trying to connect like the origin of our name and the religion, trying to get that connection, because the name itself was easy. You just typed in the name and wrote down what it meant, but just trying to connect everything together was hard.
And I think you did a really good job of synthesizing information.
You really did.
Good job, Garrett.
Because I messed up and I didn't want to stop and have to redo it, and so I was like,
There you go.
Oh, I couldn't see it because the play button is over your face.
I could tell that one was me. Could you see my face a little bit?
Yeah, it's easier to see on here. I'm waiting for you to have a seat. Thank you. You're fine.
I'm Jacob Ellison. Here we go. Hello, my name is Jacob Ellison. I am 14 years old and I live in Richmond, Indiana. My parents are Andrew and Debbie Ellison. In this presentation, I will explain how my name, where I live, and where my family came from affects my diversity. My name, Jacob, means God will preserve. This affects my diversity because I am a Christian, and so far I have had no major illnesses and I haven't had any broken bones. My parents picked this name because Jacob was the father of Joseph, Jesus' earthly father. I live in Richmond, Indiana. It is a small town with about 38,000 people. It was first settled by Quakers and was also named Smith. Where I live affects my diversity because even though Richmond is small, it is a very diverse place with different races and religions. Richmond affects my diversity because it has many different people with different opinions, so it's okay to have your own opinion. Finally, my parents' family came from Europe. So that is probably why we speak English, because that is the language of most European countries. The main religion is Christianity, which explains my religion. So these factors affect my diversity because I come from a lot of different people with different ideas. This shows that I am culturally diverse and that affects me as a person. I can have my opinions while still recognizing others. This is what makes me diverse.
That's my favorite gift because my dog attacked the tripod first.
Yeah, my cat, you know,
What is something, excuse me, what is something that you learned while doing this research about yourself that you didn't know before?
I learned that my family comes from England, and the farthest record that we have is from 700 AD, and apparently we were rulers of part of England, and we have a whole family crest and farms and everything, which I really
Cool. Alright.
think.
Good job.
Have you ever found out your name meant something you didn't like? Well, I have. My first name, Hunter, means one who hunts. This may say that I persevere and I get what I want. My middle name, Nicole, means victory of the people. I feel this connects to me because I'm a success-seeking person. My last name means a tool. This part that has no connection to me. Since my first name, Hunter, comes from England, I would like to tell you a little bit of information about England. The capital, chief port, and largest city of England is London, with a population of 6,378,600 people. Birmingham is the second largest city. Christianity was a dominant theme in England. That's where my name came from. Speaking of Christianity, me myself, I am a Christian. I think, and I know it is the most widely distributed religion. It is worldwide, and the religion consumes more than 1.7 billion Christians. I come from Richmond, Indiana. This is my hometown. It is at the east fork of the Whitewater River. Richmond is rich in farming and is also known for its large flour industry.
We're all standing here with the thought of what question to ask. Hunter, did you know that your name was English, and what did you know before this started, and compare it to what you knew afterwards about the origin of your name?
Before we started the project, I didn't really know anything about my name. I asked my mom, and my mom just said that that was the name she liked because it was a unisex name, like it could be for a boy or a girl, and back when I was born, it wasn't that common for a girl to have a name. And now I realize it's from England, and I know more about
Looks like Keon. No,
Who's next?
Brooke.
This one's you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hard to tell with play button.
Feel free to introduce yourself, and we'll get going. Look at us, folks. College president.
Hello, my name is Brittany Hillard, and I was given this name when my mom gave birth to me. She considered many different other names, and one of the names she considered was Kennedy. She finally came up with the name Brittany Hillard because it was unique and beautiful, and it was one she really liked. My first name, Brooke, came from England and means stream. The middle name I received was Renee, and it originated from France. This meaning goes well with my family because it means reborn, and it fits well because my grandmother and mom both have this middle name. My last name is Hillard, and the meaning is mainly Wales. My last name originated from England, just like my first name. My middle name was originated from France. I can relate to France because it is known for having many world-famous painters, and I am a very kind of artistic person. I'm not very good at drawing, but I love to color and paint. I can also relate to this because I might consider art in my future. Richmond, Indiana is my hometown, and I have lived here my whole life. Richmond is an okay town, but it has a small population and isn't very big. Some important things about Richmond is that it has Jeanette Records, which is in a very important place where people used to come and record. And it also has a historical museum where there are a lot of historical things. And some things I enjoy doing here are going to the mall, the park, and the movies. I also enjoy going to my favorite restaurants, which are Vino's, Texas Roadhouse, and El Rodeo. Or is that I like participating in sports and I'm very athletic. I participate in cheerleading, volleyball, basketball, and soccer. I take my sports serious and I really like doing them. Another unique thing about me is that I have a good, funny personality. I like to make people laugh and I always know how to make somebody feel good.
Nicely done. You did a nice. You did a nice job breaking down the meaning of each part of your name. Which part of your name did you think most reflects who you are as a person?
Renee, because it is an easy born and
Thank you.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm very confused.
My name is Richard Giovanni. I like my name because it means something, unlike most names. It means wonder, gather dishes, and intellect. The origins are Latin, Italian, and Old German. Being an African-American male, people think I'm a manly man. I am not like that. Honestly, I'm a little shy. Also, being a Christian, people think I'm a happy, nice person. But I'm not that friendly, and I like to keep to myself some of the time. I'm born in Richmond, Indiana. It is in Wayne County. What makes this town unique is National Road because it is a historical landmark. Also, it makes our town feel important. Other people do not get out of town to get a good job, so that impacts me and motivates me to do something fun. What makes me unique is that I try to be my own person. I do not like to act or dress like anyone else. That is why I am who I am today, and I will never change for the worse. My visual is my yellow Live Strong bracelet. I got it with my shoes, and I try to live by this. Live strong. Yes. Bye.
That's the first visual we've had.
What was your favorite part of the research?
Finding what my name means because all my names I thought were pretty cool since they all meant something and it was good.
Oh, did I miss it? Thanks.
My name is Tabitha.
My name is Tabitha Lynn Angel Johnson. Tabitha means beauty and grace, and it also means gazelle. It originated from Israel. This relates to me because I like gazelles, and they're usually out in the spring. Spring is my favorite season because it is beautiful outside, and I was born in the spring. Lynn means waterfall, and I received the name from my aunt. Angel means messenger of God, and this name originated from Greek. Johnson means the son of John. My identity has been influenced by my gender. Women have went from having little to no rights to now being well respected and needed for many things. This has made me a very confident and strong person. Also, I am a middle class, so I know what it is like to have money, but I don't take what I have for granted. I was born in Richmond, Indiana. This area is unique because it is quite small compared to other cities. Also, it is getting smaller instead of growing like most places. This has impacted me as a person by helping me to know more people in my city. What makes me unique is my matureness and flexibility. If plans change, I will go along with it rather than sticking to what the plan was before. My maturity has helped me think of things in more of an adult perspective. Another thing that makes me unique is I have always known who I am, and I stand up for what I believe in.
In the course of doing your research, what did you find out about yourself that you didn't know before? Not necessarily just your name, but like origins of where your family comes from.
Well, I mean, I didn't know what my last name meant.
I'm doing mine live.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Morgan Mack. My mom named me Morgan because while she and my dad were watching a movie, Morgan Freeman popped up. And so Morgan thought Morgan was a nice name. Morgan means fighter of the seas. I love the sea and the ocean, but I'm not a good swimmer. Mack is from the German word Macko and the Scottish name Macker. These are some weird names. I'm glad they flipped the script. I'm not going to be walking around with the name Macker. How has your identity been influenced by race, gender, religion, ethnic, or social classes? That's not a question. Let me think about that. I'm black / African American. Sometimes I receive racist slurs, but I stay cool. I love my family history from slavery to now. I'm a man. I handle myself as a man should, and I'm mature. I'm an African Methodist Episcopal Christian. This form of Christianity has been going around since slave days. As a young child, I was a little dark, but now I guess I'm kind of cool. This all affects me as a person. I was born in the dull city of Richmond, Indiana. But Richmond isn't that dull. My grandmother told me stuff about Richmond, and that's really cool. Did you know that slaves hid in the Levi Kaufman house just 3 miles from here? That's really cool. And also, jazz artists from 1920s, 30s, and 40s like Louis Armstrong and Jelly Morton recorded their music in the Richmond Gazette building. This town has really rich history. How am I unique? I can admit it, I love ping pong, and also I love the sound of the trumpet, even though I can't play the trumpet. Also, I love my family history, especially stories about my great-grandfather, Grandpa Matt. He died before I was born. There are a lot of things about me that are funny, cool, and weird, but that's what makes me all cool. But that's what makes us all cool.
Morgan, what about what you just spoke to us about your diversity most is you, and why?
The fact that I love ping pong and my dad loves ping pong, and my grandpa Matt was a ping pong player. Also my grandpa Matt was a boxer, and I like boxing. So.
Right, let's refocus our attention, please. Thank you.
I'm Melissa Manga. My name is Melissa Manga. My name is the first part of my unique name. My first name is in honor of my maternal grandmother, which is the main part. May means the time of blooming in spring, which is French and American. This relates to me because I sort of like the springtime. It's around the time school gets out for summer break. Lisha means dark before light in African. My mom's friends came up with it. My middle name Liddell is the generational of my mother's side. At least one family member every generation has Nell or Liddell in their name. I will continue the name Liddell in my family as the years go by. Lynn is like a lion, which is American. It is from my country but has a connection. And lions are protective of their family like I am. I couldn't find that much info on my last name, but I found that Mick is the Irish descent. I was born in Richmond, Indiana. It is a big town, but a small city. My town is smaller and historical. Richmond is known for how it was back in the day. Everyone either knows you or your family. My town reflects on me because I'm down to earth and not preppy. My religion is a reflection because of my denomination. Since I am AME, which stands for African American Methodist Episcopal, I stand rich in my African American heritage. My denomination was the only church who let African Americans serve God for many years. I take pride in my race and what my ancestors have done for me. This helps shape my identity. My sex as a female has shaped my personality. It has made my attitude the way it is. My confidence is stronger because women we're used to not having no rights at all, but now they're much needed in the world. I'm unique because I don't act like others. People may say I'm goofy or sometimes get it. I'm intelligent, but I have my slow moments. I'm very protective and creative. Everything Title I makes me who I am, English.
Very good, thank you. If there was something you would want to look into a little bit deeper and do more research, what would it be and why?
My last name, because I tried every search linking engine and nothing came up for the last name.
Very good, thank you. And Natalie, and we're halfway through.
This one here, right? Yes.
The name given to me on my day of birth is Natalie Nicole Nicholson. Recently, I discovered that Natalie is of French origin and means to be born. Really, the only reason that my name fits me is because, well, I was born. My middle name Nicole means victory of the people. It is also of French origin. Lastly, my last name Nicholson means son of nickel. It is of Scottish origin. I really don't know how either of those names fit me. Now to go further into detail about France. The French people have influenced the West in areas such as art and letters. Also, music was very popular in the 11th through 13th centuries. Religion is also very important in France. While I'm talking about religion, I'll talk about my own. I'm a Christian, therefore I believe in Jesus Christ. With the religion of Christianity comes quite a few holidays. Some of them are Good Friday, Easter, and Christmas. Good Friday is the day he died on the cross for us. Easter is the day of his resurrection, and Christmas is the day we celebrate his birth. Many people do this by giving each other presents. Today, you can see Christ represented by a cross, a lamb, or a fish. Well, now it's time to talk about my hometown, though I no longer live there. I was born in Richmond, Indiana. This place is known for its rich farmland, many manufacturers, a large flower industry, the Historic Museum, and downtown Richmond. Downtown Richmond has places such as the train depot, and there's really good places to go down there. It's one of the places that most people go when they come to visit Richmond. And with the flower industries, we have the Rose Garden at Glen Miller Park, which is like somewhere you can hang out with your friends, and other places you could go or like the mall or the movies. And there's a lot of places that you go out to eat in Richmond so that you can spend time with your friends or family, and some places that won't really cost you so much. I guess that's all you gotta know about me.
What did you learn you never knew before?
The main thing I learned that I didn't know was really the meaning of all my names. Like, I looked into it before when I was younger, but I never really, like, got into it.
Thank you very much. Mitchell.
It's down. Okay. This one?
Hey, look, you're matching. Yeah.
My name is Mitchell Thomas O'Brien. My first name means a gift from God. I'm a gift from God because God made me unique and different, and there is nobody like me. Since I am a twin, and my middle name means twin, I am still unique and different, even if people think I am not. I am also noble according to my last name. My heritage is noble, and I like to help people out. By helping people out, I mean helping people with whatever they need. My last name is Irish, and Christianity played a role for not very good times in Ireland. After St. Peter died, Christianity became big in Ireland. It was already in Ireland, but after he died, it became very popular. I am a Christian and was born into a Christian family. This is my cross, and I wear it to show my faith. Faith is a big part in my home today. My life is influenced by my faith because my parents not only teach by what they know, but they also teach by Scripture. Being born in Lafayette, Indiana connects me back because I want to go to Purdue in Lafayette. This impacts me because I have wanted to see the city where I was born. It will help show me how where I was born is also still a part of me today. I moved to Richmond when I was 1 year old from Bridgeway, Indiana. This shows I can be flexible and adapt to changes. I can be, but not always. I am unique because I am a twin in a family of 2 sets of twins. Another reason I am unique is because I am good at working with kids. I am good with looking at all kinds of kids. By that I mean kids with different backgrounds. When working with kids, you have to know that almost all of the kids' background is different. This also changes the way you work with kids. I try to be firm but understanding when working with children. Everyone is unique and different, even if they don't think so.
Good job. It really is a good job. What part did you like to investigating most?
I think it was my middle name because it means twin in Chinese.
I did
Hello, my name is Tyler Patrick O'Brien. My first name means tile maker or tile layer. I relate to this because tile layers and makers actually work with their hands. I am a very hands-on person. Patrick means nobleman. I think this is important because it shows
that I can be ranked high in something. O'Brien means descendant of Brian. I cannot really relate to that, but I found a different meaning. It can also mean noble or exalted. This is important because it also shows that I can be ranked high or be very good in something. My names came from England and Ireland. I relate to England because in England, about the time when my name was actually created, England had an abundance of animals. I relate to this because I want to work with animals as a career. My identity has been influenced by my faith because faith is a big part of my life. I take faith very seriously. That has helped me shape who I am as a person today. I have got very deep in my faith. I use my faith in everyday life. Something that shows my faith is this rock that I found near my church. It was a really big sign for me, and I just use it to represent my faith. It's a blue rock, and it's very, very shiny. I was born in Lafayette, Indiana. I was born as a twin. Being a twin has given me a very different perspective. How I relate to Lafayette is because they have Purdue University. I want to go to college there. That impacts me because I really like Purdue, and that could lead the way for the rest of my life and my job. I also always wanted to go back and visit the place that I was born. I think it would be a great opportunity. What makes me unique is what I've experienced in my life and the knowledge and wisdom I have gained from these experiences. I have 3 experiences. The first experience is being born as a twin, like I said earlier. Being a twin, you really get to relate to that other person. My second experience is having a sister who has moderate to severe autism. This has given me a new perspective. It helps me know the difference in people. My third experience is when my parents got a divorce. It has really made me a different person. It happened when I was very young. I was only 6 years old. This experience helps me and gives me a different way of thinking when it comes to something like that. It also helps me help other people.
Yeah. Why Purdue?
Because I want to do vet school and they're the only vet school in Indiana. They're right college and like not short of that stuff.
You have some support there. Very well done.
Purdue is awesome.
Who's the best?
Jump in there and
No, that's how you use
one question, keeping us just one question. Yeah.
Okay, are you ready? Is everyone else ready to pay attention? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Xavier Blaine O'Brien. My names may be unique, but most of the meanings describe me in no way. My first name, Xavier, originated in Spain and means new house. My middle name, Blaine, means slender, which is fairly accurate. That name originated in Ireland or Old Gaelic. Finally, my last name, O'Brien, means descent of Brian and came from Ireland. That's ironic because, as far as I know, there's nobody in my family named Brian. The countries from which my names originated have been through several difficult trials and obstacles. I can relate to that because I've had to overcome many obstacles in my life as well. For example, Ireland's been through many rebellions and revolutions. Another thing I share with one of my countries is my religion. For example, the main religion in Ireland is Christianity, and I'm a Christian. I live in Richmond, Indiana. Richmond most likely received its name from Richmond, England, which is where some of the settlers came from. Also, something rather interesting about Indiana is that it's one of the first 20 states to be inducted into the United States after the American Revolution. Even though Richmond is very small, it still has great heritage. Everything is unique in its own way, but one of the most unique things about me is my name.
Which part of your name do you like the meaning the most and why?
None of it really describe me in any way besides the middle one. That's not really unique at all.
I'm going to give this to you, Tyler. Tyler.
Hi, my name is Tyler Roberts. The meaning and significance of my name is a worker in reptile. My middle name is Gene and it means I am well born and noble. Roberts means I am bright and important. My first and last name come from England and my middle name is from a Greek origin. My gender influenced my identity because it allowed me to learn about male interests. I was born in Tasmania. It is a unique place because it is a small town where some of my family lives. It helped me to appreciate small things in life. I think what is unique about me is I'm humorous and very flexible. I can make people laugh when they're sad. I can change my plans whenever needed. And I'm never afraid to learn new things. Also, I'm very caring for my family.
Did it cut you off in there or no?
Like it said.
Okay. I wondered if you want.
Also, I'm very caring for my family and my friends too.
Okay, good. What did you discover? Was there anything you already knew, but the research just took you a little bit deeper? You already knew it, but you just,
I already knew my first name had something to do with reptiles, but I didn't know it was like a worker reptiles.
Okay, that's a good one.
My name is Taylor Roberts.
Who did?
Hey, Rose.
What's your
Do you know a girl name is ranked number 36? If you guessed Taylor, you are right. Tailor means a tailor, which someone who works on clothes. So I guess that has something to do why I'm so obsessed with clothes. My middle name, which I inherited from my mammal, means bitter sea. And it's French. My last name, which is my mom's last name, means one who made a travel to Rome. Who would have ever guessed? My identity has been influenced by my race because since being multiracial, I can fit in almost anywhere. For example, I can listen to country music, but I can also listen to hip hop. Another thing that my identity has been influenced by is my social class. Thanks to my mother and father and the work that they have done, I am able to have a lot and do a lot, which I am very thankful for. I was born in a place known as Richmond, Indiana. Something unique about Richmond is everyone is willing to lend a hand. This has impacted me as a person by helping my personality and my willingness to help others. Something that makes me unique is my personality. A lot of people say, how can someone hate me? I can also get along with
trust anyone. Blamed almost anyone. Something that symbolizes me as a person is this. Family. Without family, I would not be who I am today. Family will always be there and will always have your back. So will friends, but I consider most of my friends are considered as family. Thanks for watching.
Okay, folks, question?
What part of the research did you find most interesting? Like, what was your good question?
My name, which is, well, my middle name, I never thought it was there.
Remember this song.
My name is Hannah Schwab. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Hannah Joy Schwab. My first name means divine goddess and goddess of the moon. Goddess of the moon really connects to me because I love staying up late and I'm definitely a night owl. Joyce means joyful, which really connects to me because I love to make people laugh and happy. I think laughing is the best thing to make a worse situation better. My middle name was also given to me from my dad's mom, which I'm really glad to have because it helps me connect to her more. My last name, Schwab, isn't all that special, but it just comes from Germany. Even though it doesn't have anything special, I really enjoy my last name. I am Christian and that connects to Germany because Christianity was a big religion in Germany. Also in Germany, they are known to be defensive. That is definitely one of the things that connects to me most because I'm quick to defend myself and the people and things I love. I was born in Richmond, and what makes it unique is that National Road 40 runs through it. It was an important trade route back in the day. Even though Richmond is a big thing for back in the day, I don't really like it. And there's nothing special to me. But we also have a large flower industry. From finding out more about my name, I've come to realize that my name actually does relate to me in more ways than I actually thought it did. And also about my heritage from Germany. I have come to understand myself better too. I realize I'm a lot more unique than I thought I was. Thank you for your time.
Question? We'll ask you your question, and then after we ask the question, we're going to take a very short break so people can go to the bathroom whenever. Come back in, be ready to be still and listen. We've only got a third of you left.
What is something that you learned about Richmond that you liked or that you were excited to learn?
I knew a lot about Richmond already, so I didn't really learn anything new really.
Nothing? You learned nothing. Well, great. Okay.
Garrett and Tom. Get a hand, sir.
Is mine understandable? Because if it isn't, I can just read it. Like my speaker thing wasn't working right.
Yeah, we'll listen to it and again, and like that one, we can understand it, but there was something wrong. We understand it's not your fault. Okay, we're not knocking for technology, so.
But I don't know if you'll be able to understand it at all.
Okay.
English play it.
Let's just see real quick.
I thought like at home it sounded really, really weird.
Yeah, it seems like it was I thought it was
I
okay. It has.
My name is Brittany Wisconsin.
You're good. But that was nice that she was well.
Oh, look here, come on. Dr. Sophie, she doesn't think that her video's on there.
Which one? The one that...
I can do mine.
Well, I
you have yours with you? Oh, here.
It's alright, I don't need it. See, look, this one you have
So
that I
don't
said
you love
something.
how me and you are in the background?
I know you did.
Yeah.
You just must have
No,
must have
I'm
been
in the
an error.
background. You're in the background of Tabby's and
And I know
me and you were in the
messing
background
with
of
the
Dave's.
camera.
Hey, you know what?
This is
exactly what happened.
They had visuals, that can be used as like a tiebreaker.
I'm kind of going with that.
I didn't add it in, but.
We are gonna add one next year.
Short. I never noticed. You're such a Xavier. Wait, or you?
It's not bad.
Shoot, because I am thirsty.
I wanna go, but I don't wanna go by myself. Who wants to go with me? You guys wanna go with me this afternoon?
Summer.
I don't need to see this. I just need to walk. Who's that? No, you don't. I never put it on top of your head. I take my Kill it. Kill it. You got this. So I have now a 49. I just like to make some math. I swore to show the 41.
Brittany Timmerman is next, right? I love how you said it all official. I know, I was like, Brittany Timmerman. I'm after her, and I'm already so scared.
I'm here.
Can I come after?
We'll set something up.
No, me.
Because if you push that.
Listen, Andy, that's what I'm gonna do for
By the front door. Take this. The worst. Dr. Shipley said we have to leave at 2, so.
Oh, thank you. We're trying. Hey, Brittany.
My dog's prettier. Odie is cute, so we don't all
Okay, folks. Thank you.
Do you want that front chair empty still?
Xavier, how about you come back and sit where you were?
Just because when we record,
Yeah.
your head is in the corner of the camera the whole time.
We were trying to get that.
Okay, everybody keep their attention to Brittany, please.
My name is Brittany Westmoreland. My mom had decided before I was born that if I was a girl, I'd be Brittany McQuick, and if I was a boy, I'd be Ian Hill. She chose his name simply because she liked him. She did not choose my names because of their meanings, but Brittany means the land of the Britons. McQuick means the state of the people. And Timberland means a deer on timber. I think that I would be a very different person if I had turned out to be a boy instead of a girl. But luckily, I am a girl. My identity has been influenced by my religion because I grew up in a Christian family and I have strong beliefs. I'm comfortable around most types of people because my friends and family are all multiracial. I have a cousin who's half Indian and two cousins are half Filipino. I also have 11 cousins who are half Middle Eastern. Economically, my family has been middle class since before I was born. But my grandparents and my mom have made sure that I receive good opportunities that most other class citizens don't receive. Another thing that has influenced my life is being with my autistic little sister. It's helped me to become more aware and respectful of people with disabilities than most people my age. I was born in Bridgeway, Indiana. It was unique because I was actually born in a bathtub. I moved to Richmond when I was still a baby, so I cannot remember Noblesville, and it has not affected me as a person. My born in a bathtub has not impacted me either, except for having an interesting and funny story to tell. There are many things that make me unique, but one of the most significant is that I'm very quiet at school. Yeah, I'm very outgoing outside of school. Another thing that makes me unique is that I live with my single mother, my autistic little sister, and sometimes my brother. My brother goes to a military academy and comes home early every other week. Elise and I spend a few nights each week at my grandparents' house because my mom is a college professor and also a student. My most important things that makes me unique is my life in dogs. I have 4 dogs, Jazzy, Toby, Shadow, and Billy. I ask good out of them except for Jazzy. My dogs are my most important possessions, and I will do anything for them. I've been training all of my dogs myself. 2 of my dogs were abused when they were puppies. Thus, I have a very strong passion to help the other than that of abused animals.
Did you say that you were born in Noblesville? Is that what you said from the video? Did you do any research about Noblesville at all during this project? Yeah, anything, and was there anything you learned about Richmond then instead?
Pretty much the same stuff everybody else said about the colleges and the museum.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you very much.
How did I miss that already?
My name is Shawnee Crow.
Scottish and Native American. My first name, Cheyenne, means unintelligible speaker or dog for the Native Americans. My middle name is Ray, means most desired, and that is from Scotland. My last name, Turner, is also Scottish, and Turner happens to mean fast runner or tournament winner. To go into some detail about where my name first was made or came up from, which is Scotland, is the fact that I do not think it relates to me whatsoever. It may be a couple things, but there's not a lot. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things that do not relate to me. The biggest for me being the fact that in a family in Scotland, one male runs an entire family. Here in the US, a family is a family and you help each other out. Another reason why Scotland does not relate here is because the biggest instrument there in Scotland are the bagpipes. The biggest instrument here in the US are drums. So there is one thing that can relate to me a little bit, and that'd be the fact that their biggest sport there in Scotland is wrestling. And wrestling is my favorite sport in my entire life. Some of the detail about my religion is the fact that I'm Methodist. Many people have not heard about Methodist, but it's a very unique religion. We take parts from different types of Christianity, put them together, and worship them in many different ways. Such as we have many different types of churches, people from different churches coming in, and we give them a little piece of everything that they normally have at their church. Now, to talk about where I'm from, which happens to be Richmond, Indiana, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to have to say it's not one of the most busiest, funnest places to go. But there are 2 very important facts I'd like to share with you about Richmond, Indiana. For one being the fact that we have a huge flower industry here. And another one is the fact that the national road runs through here. And back in the day, there used to be a huge trade route. Now, to talk about the number one thing that makes me unique. I'm going to have to say I am truthfully, normally, a normal 14-year-old girl. I go to school, I live life, but there's one thing that can make me a little different from most, and that's the fact that I'm a female wrestler. Out of all of Indiana, there are only 6 females who wrestle at a middle school and freshman wrestling level, and I'm the one from Richmond. So I would have to say that was the one thing that makes me unique.
So how often do you wrestle? Tell us a little bit about that, because I didn't know about that. Tell a little bit about how often, what's a normal schedule like for the year?
It's really crazy. I had to end up quitting track because of wrestling, but like we do a lot of conditioning and stuff, and we have tournaments every weekend. So I do a lot of traveling.
Okay, have to be very quiet, please.
My name is Brendan Van Lanningen. My middle name is Coda. Brendan means prince in Irish. Coda means a mother's pet in African. My identity has been influenced by my gender because since I am a boy, I like to go fishing and play outside a lot. I am multiracial and it impacts me because I can learn about 2 heritages, African American and Caucasian. I am a Christian and I believe Jesus Christ died for us. I was born in Richmond, Indiana, and our courthouse makes Richmond unique because it has nice architecture. It impacts me because I live in a small city and there is not much to do. I am unique because I am athletic and I like to play football.
Brenda, you mentioned that you were athletic. What qualities make you a good athlete?
I guess I'm fast and I can shoot the basketball.
That's good, thank you.
At least he's honest.
Those are true too.
You ain't need them all.
Okay.
My name is Rebecca.
My name is Rebecca Vivanco. My first name means servant of God. It also means captivating. My last name Vivanco doesn't have an exact meaning, but it probably originated from a city or town named Vivanco. My first name, Rebecca, goes back many, many generations. I have cousins, aunts, grandparents, and great-grandparents with the same exact name. My last name is Spanish, and this has greatly affected my identity. My parents are both from Mexico. I speak Spanish, eat Mexican food, and pretty much do and follow things and expectations that my parents had to follow when they were my age. My gender and ethnicity have also greatly influenced my life. In Mexico, there are certain traditions and things that girls have to do. Girls have to act a certain way. Even though I was born and lived in the United States, my parents still expect me to follow customs and do things that I would do if I lived in Mexico. Some of the things that my parents expect me to do are to get good grades and talk Spanish all the time. I always have to remember that I am Mexican and that I do have to just do certain things. I was born in Richmond, Indiana. It's a small town that has a national road running through it. I've lived in this town for most of my life, and it has helped me make friends. I love living in a small town and love the peace and surroundings. I think that living in a small town helps me keep my clothes in line. There are very few big stores here, and for me it's fun. Less places for me to go helps me keep my mind focused on more important things and matters. I think that everybody is different and unique. I think that what makes me unique is the ability to stay calm in horrible situations. Another thing that makes me unique is my attitude. There are days when I'm calm and quiet, but those days are rare. Most of the time, I'm crazy. I come to school every day with something new to talk about and share. Teachers and strangers don't usually see me and my crazy and talkative side. I'm usually focused and quiet during class. I feel like these things make me unique and will help me achieve greater things in the future.
What did you learn that you did not know before?
Well, my first name, Rebecca, comes from Israel, which I didn't know. Well, since it's been my generation, most of my ancestors come from Mexico. I thought it just like originated or something there, but it doesn't.
Good point. Good job, Becky. Toby.
Go down.
Wait, did I miss this?
He didn't have his glasses on.
Oh, is this one?
Thank you for watching my video. Hello, my name is Kobe Ramon Terrell Walker. The interesting part of my name is that my mom liked Kobe Bryant, so she named me Kobe. My middle names I got from my dad. My dad got his name from his Uncle Turl. My grandma changed it from Turl to Terrell. Since my mom picked my first name, my dad got to pick the next two. On the parent survey, my mom and dad considered calling me Trey before Kobe. I asked my mom and dad the question I think of by myself. It was, if you considered a new name for me, what would it be? They answered Marcus. They said this name after my godparent. The meaning of Kobe is supplanter. It is from Israel. I have two middle names, and they are Ramon and Terrell. Ramon means to protect, and it is Spanish. Terrell means stubborn, and it's English. My last name means occupation and one who cleaned and thickened cloth. It is also English. I think Terrell and Walker have the most significance about my name. I am stubborn like the definition of Terrell is. When someone tries to help me with something that I don't know about, I think they are wrong, so I try to do it by myself. More than half the time, I am wrong. I also think Walker because occupation means to be engaged in activities. I really don't like school activities unless they are fun. Almost any other thing I can think of, I like to be engaged in. For example, I like sports and I'm really engaged in that. In Israel, agriculture is important. The meaning of Kobe is important to them because if someone isn't doing a job right, a supplanter comes by and removes them with force. I agree. If I see someone not doing something right, I'll remove them with force and then try to do it by myself. I think all my names fit me the best. I live up to all the expectations of my names. Again, I thank you all to listening to the story about my names. Sincerely, Kobe Ramon Terrell Walker.
Hey, Kobe.
Is the question I've got, because he was concerned because he had to do this from memory at home without his paper. Is there anything you would like to have added to what was stated there? Okay, go ahead.
You're a racist.
That's what it said. Race is white and black. So, pretty much both. Richmond, Indiana. Born and raised here.
Okay, thank you, Kobe. Alexis J.
He said.
Ready as you're gonna be?
Actually, the names of over 1 million other girls in this world, but none of us are the same. My first name, Alexis, means defender of the people, and my last
last name Williams means warrior. Those two names most sound like a hero or a person who really does care about others. I stand up for other people and myself, but this does not fully describe me. My middle name is a totally different story. Joy, to rejoice, sing, and be joyful. Everyone I know would say I have an overall happy personality and I can cheer people up. My middle name sounds the most like me. I love to sing and be a generally happy person. My life has been changed by my family and my religion. If I didn't have good parents or a nice family, I would never have been enrolled in college. I probably wouldn't care about grades or anything else school related. My church has also changed my life. I could never cope with school if I didn't go to church. My school and the people in it aren't the greatest, but I still go every day because I want to grow up, go to college, find a job that I enjoy, and be able to provide for my family and myself. I want to be something in this world, or at least make a difference. My church and my family have taught me very important things in my whole life, and that also makes me who I am. I was born January 21st, 1998 in Reed Hospital. Richmond, Indiana has always been my home, and I've never lived anywhere else. Richmond is very unique. This town was once called the Rose City. At that time, we had one of the largest rose-growing companies in the world. There's a lot of manufacturing history in Richmond also. For example, in the 30s and 40s, Richmond was the lawnmower capital of the world. The history of Richmond has not affected my life as much as I think it could. I like history, but I could live without it. My dad and sister are a very different story. They love history and they volunteer at the Wayne County Historical Museum often. I am unique because I am naturally happy. I'm always smiling and I love to laugh. My happiness is one of the best things about me. If I didn't smile, I would never be the girl I am today. Most people think I'm too happy, but I do not believe them. I am my own person. No one in this world will ever be able to change that. My personality will never be perfect. I'm actually very far from it. I'm just saying that I am worth getting to know. Most people will never really know me, and I wish they would look at me and see the inside, not the outside. There's so much more to me than what meets your eyes. I hope someday everyone realizes that.
Can I get a question from the?
I have a comment.
Okay.
Is it appropriate? That was really deep. I like it.
Oh, wait,
Good. Very good.
I liked how real she was, and I liked how she didn't really care about what anyone else would say about her video.
Awesome.
And I love your joy.
Well, how would you like to respond to the comments of the audience? That's your question.
I guess I would say thank you, but.
All right. Very good. It was very good. Thanks. Does anybody have anything else to say? Okay. Staying there. Guys, I need you to listen up. She had her project. It was taped. It was placed up on the table, and somehow it got missed and being uploaded. So she's going live, but I want you to know she did have it done.
Okay. My name is Daenerys Alexis Williams. It's a gigantic contradiction to itself. It means destroyer or husband slayer, defender, and will desire or protection or warrior. I can relate this to myself because I tend to desire the more impossible things in life. The countries my name originated from, Greece, possibly Spain, and England, all share defining characteristics that include literature, music, and art. These characteristics are the three things I love most, and I want to pursue a career in music. Also, Greece is where you think of when you hear warrior. You also think of Rome. Greece and Rome are famous for battles and strategy. I am also good at keeping calm and planning. And a lot of you may not know this, but my religion is Buddhism/Christianity, and it enables me to keep myself focused and eternally and keep the big picture in my mind. It is also famous for wisdom and morality. I was born in Richmond. I guess the area is unique since it's so small, but all it has done is make me want to leave. How am I unique? When I grow up, I want to leave and head to Japan because I want to be part of a Japanese girls group there before I turn
You mentioned the two religions. What do you find to be something that is the same in both?
They both believe in a God, at least. I mean, they both worship, so.
All right, thank you very much.
Do you want them to be able to ask questions?
Hang on.
Interesting.
One more question. That's fine. Who's up? Dan?
Japanese what?
We couldn't hear what you
It's a
said.
Japanese girls group.
Oh.
And it's
Oh.
a group called Girls. So
We still got
Morning
Travis.
It's a pop Bible group, and I want to be a part of it. I agree with
Thank
people
you.
who are trying to do it for you.
Hey, Travis. Last but certainly not least.
Yay, Travis.
Are you wearing the same shirt?
Hi there, my name is Travis Wolfgang. My first name is Travis, and it is a French name, and it means crossroads. Wolfgang is a German name, and it means advancing wolf, which is pretty cool because I like wolves, which kind of works out that way. My last name is Young, and it is English, and it means the youngest son of a Christian son. My name has only been influenced by gender, not really my religion or anything. Yeah, I was born in Richmond, Indiana. It is not all that important place, but I guess it does have National Road 40 running through it, which is pretty cool. Richmond has only impacted me by it's pretty boring, so I just hang out with friends, so my lifestyle is pretty cool that way. And I'm unique in my style and my life choices.
Okay, I've got a question this time. And then we have to stop because we have, we're getting towards the end. We have to tabulate these scores, and we also have a couple presentations. Repeat the last line, which was?
I said I'm unique in my style and my life.
Describe your style. I just had to ask because that stuck out in that line. That's something for you to think about.
Start a style.
The world will never know.